What is the dealio, y'all? You already know what time it is, man. We got a certified banger today. All right. So we have a trade of the day every day. I like to share one of my trades that I had throughout the day of my trading session, and I like to break it down. All right. And today is no different. Before we get into the trade of the day, I want to say please like this video, subscribe to the channel, because every day we bring you life changing information. All right. Today we are on. We have 2 more days of this live masterclass series that I've been doing. We started on Monday, so I'm going to be going live tonight at 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. All right, and tomorrow as well. So be sure to finish the week strong with me on the live, and let's get it popping. Okay. So today we hit Robinhood. All right, we hit Robinhood, and we did $130 in 60 seconds. All right, so I feel like I executed this trade flawlessly, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so as you can see right here, we got Robinhood. Okay, ticker symbol HOOD. We got I got in, as you can see, at 10:15 and 18 seconds. Okay. And then I got out at 10:16 and 27 seconds. All right. So that's 1 minute. I got 5 contracts. Each contract was 254. All right. So if we do 254 times 5, that's 1270. All right. 1270 is how much I invested into this trade, and I sold them for 280. All right, so each contract made a little under $30. All right, and I had fives. 5 times 3 is 130. All right, so I made this in 1 minute. I caught it in my Discord, and a couple of our members actually caught the play, and they made 90, 140. It just depends on the account size. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the charts and I'm gonna break it down for you. All right. And I like this because this isn't on a reversal either. All right. This is on something different. So, first off, before we go into the charts, the reason why I was looking at Robinhood is because last night they had earnings after market. Okay. So they had earnings. And then what happened was they gapped up. So they closed at like $54 or something. I'll show you on the charts. And then they went up by like $8, $10. Okay. So they had some positive momentum, and so I figured we could catch some of that positive momentum today. So we traded Robinhood. You could trade the same stock over and over. You could trade stocks that got momentum, right? Once you know how to trade, and once you know how to really understand the charts, you're gonna be able to trade anything. All right. So let's go into the charts, and I'm gonna show you. All right. So we're gonna go to Robinhood. Pull this up. All right, cool. So as you can see, we got Robinhood here, okay? So first off, let's scroll out, and we're going to turn this off, and we're going to turn this off. All right, so let's look at the chart real quick. So yesterday, Robinhood closed right here, right? So they closed at 55.94. They had earnings, they beat earnings, so they shot up all the way up to here, 66.22, and then they opened at 61.91, right? So when they opened up, I was looking to see if they were going to hold this support or not, and they did. So I was like, okay, if they shoot up, I initially thought that they was going to open up somewhere around here, which was close to this resistance. If they broke through this resistance, I was going to get in on a call and then ride it up to this level right here. But that didn't happen. So it opened up lower. It came down to this resistance level. Well, it tried to, and it rejected off of that. Okay. I wish I would have caught this rejection, but it's all good. So then what happened was it came down to this support. It came down here. I started seeing Robinhood at about this candle right here, right? So I was looking at it, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a fake out breakout and it was going to come back to the downside, right? Because here's what happens. I could have got in right here, But that to me is a little bit more of it's the too early of an entry. All right. So then this candle, I saw it, and but see, it was under the EMAs and the VWAP, and it was too close to the EMAs. So what I said was, I was waiting for this candle to see what happened. So I was in the chat and I told everybody, I said, okay, I'm thinking that we're gonna retest these highs. So once the stock breaks above this VWAP level, this VWAP line, which is this green line right here, once it breaks above, I will enter in. All right. What happened was the candle closed right here, and I literally got in right here. Literally got in right here. And within, I'm talking about, no, it was like right here where this wick is at. And I'm talking about almost immediately, it shot up right here, right? And I was up like 10, 13%, and I got filled, right? So we're going to say my entry was here, right? That was my entry. We're going to type it because I want y'all to see this. ENTRY. All right. My entry was here. Okay. And then my exit was here. All right. My exit was at the top of this candle, like right there. All right. And that was my exit. So we're going to type it in exit. All right. And that was like a 11% trade, right? I invested $1,200 and I made $130. So that was a little bit over 10%. So I could have stayed in and wrote it up here, but as you can see, it rejected hard and it went down, right? There's always a reason why I get out of trades, right? I don't just stay in and hold the bag and then, because you see this red candle right here, this red candle right here a green trade could have went red real fast, right? So when I'm trading, if I'm up 10, 12%, I don't mind getting out because you could always get back in, and also those 10 to 12% gains, they add up, right? So got in on this candle, got out on the same candle, but it went up, and I'm glad I got out because if I would have stayed in trying to chase an extra $50, $70, I would have probably ended up losing money on this candle right here, right? So, and as you can see, it came back down to this support level and then it went back up later on in the day. But this was the trade right here. This was not a reversal, right? I was thinking that it was going to retest these highs. So it already had its drop. It already came down. It tested support. It went up, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're going to retest highs and then break above this level, and then we'll probably like maybe end the day somewhere around here. But it didn't do that. I stayed nimble and I stayed flexible in my trading, and we was able to execute that. And so I feel like I executed this trade flawlessly, and I'm very happy with this one right here. All right. And as you can see inside of the chat, we have the people. So he caught the Robinhood, right? He made 90. He made 7% on that. 7% on that one. She caught the Robinhood as well. I don't know what her percentage was. He caught the Robinhood. He's learning through paper trading. We got she hit Nvidia for 8%. She didn't hit Apple for 43%. So Shali is a beast. He hit Robinhood for 35% this morning as well. Who else did? Somebody else in the chat did also. But yeah. So I caught that one, and we was able to bank on that play right there. All right. So I want you guys to understand that don't look at the dollar amount, look at the percentage. I always say, if you go to the bank and you give them $1,000 and you say, hey, in 20 minutes, I'm gonna come back, I want you to give me $1,100, which is a 10% return. They cannot do that. So you need to understand it's not about the dollar amount. It's about the percentage. And once you understand it's about the percentage, you're going to start looking at trading that money different. People work for $20 an hour and they could be up by $40 in 2 minutes in a trade and they will not take the $40. But that's double what you're making on an hourly basis in a couple minutes. So it's just perspective. You got to look at it like that. All right. We getting 10, 15, 20% gains every single day, multiple times a day. So if I risk, let's say 7K in a day and I make 25% on my money between 2 to 3 trades, that's great money every single day that the bank cannot give you, right? So I really hope that you understand what that means and how that works. And so you just got to understand that this is the power of trading. All right. So we busted down Robinhood today. In less than a minute, we got over a 10% return. That's how we do it. We go into the market, we extract our value, and then we go on about our day. All right. So I hope that this was valuable. Please like this video. Let me know if you made money in the comments. And I'm going to see you guys at 5:30 tonight, Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. And always remember, get out of your head and go get into the world because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.